Whoa! Look at all these books! Now, where's the master script? Oh, it sounds like a water droplet is on the second floor. Let's go have a look. Wow, this is a lot of scripts. Looks like the water droplet has been managing them for the director. Most of them look like works in progress. Then it should be the one that's finished. Okay, let's look for the thick. This is the only script that fits the bill. Let's go give it to Director Zosimos. Zosimos, we got your script!
Ah, thank you. That's a huge help. I'm running out of time here. There's no way I'll be able to fix everything up perfectly. We may just have... Anyway, the stage is secondary. The performance is what really matters.
You don't sound very confident in what you're saying.
It's true. I realize now that a show is the art of the unknown. Even if you have the same actors performing on the same stage, the performance will be slightly different every time. Okay. One last... The truth is that my sets are composed entirely of preprints. Now, of course, preprints are really meant for making objects to furnish the domain. But Edea said that if this...
So that's what you...
I'd like the Traveler to go into the preprint set and help move props around. The reason is...
Oh, Paimon gets it now.
Yes. I know that I'm... Even if it really is a half-baked script.
Hard to turn a guy down after a speech.
Thank you. Long, long ago, there was a great thief. He lived in a land where the light did not shine, where all suffered in the darkness.
People call me?
Sorry, Kaya. Directly into the microphone, please. Otherwise your voice'll, you know.
Okay. They call me the Dagger Bandit, but no one sees that I rob the rich and give to the poor. Here in the dark, evildoers run rampant in the shadows, while the good, honest folk stumble blindly on, just trying to find a way through.
As the bandit brooded, suddenly the world was inexplicably changed as a single star appeared on the horizon and flew across the sky. Traveler, stomp on that movement mechanism in front of you.
Light. A brief flash, yet enough to illuminate the world. If I can find the source of that light, I can shine it into the darkness, and the people will suffer in blindness no longer.
Without a moment to spare, he set off to follow the star's course. All the while, the star kept moving through the sky. Traveler, the star kept moving through the sky.
Looks like I have to go through the desert. This could get dangerous.
If everything he'd heard was to be believed, the desert ahead was a no-man's land filled with horrors. Worse still, the star had landed in the most difficult-to-reach location, surrounded by sheer cliffs, but he was determined to press onward.
I've come this far, and I'm not about to turn back now.
The Dagger Bandit trekked deep into the desert wasteland. Yet when he finally arrived at his destination, he found not a fallen star, but a young girl, dressed in white.
How strange. I'm positive this is where the star landed. Young lady, do you know where the light has gone?
The girl replied,
Traveler from afar, the light you seek is only a bottled flame. But the flame has now died, and its light is long gone.
A bottled flame?
Yes, it was a gift from another.
And so, the girl began to tell the story of how the bottle came into her possession. The girl hailed from a kingdom that sat atop the waterfalls. But when the reigning dynasty fell and a new one seized power, she and her people fled for their lives. A thick fog began to fill the air as she made her way through the forest, and dense thickets tried to block her path. There is a mechanism down there that you can press to retract the thicket board below the stage.
If I only had a lamp to guide me through this wretched forest, then I could survive.
With scratches covering her arms and legs, the girl pressed through the pain and made her way forward. The road ahead was arduous, but she was determined to press onward.
I've come this far, and I'm not about to turn back now.
But just as she was drawing near her destination, a huge stretch of thorns and brambles suddenly came into view. Despair set in and began to weigh on her heart.
If only someone could help me, I would give anything in return.
The girl's heartfelt wish in her moment of desperation did not go unheard.
Wait! There's no mechanism for the final thicket!
Ugh, I must have forgotten to check those boards.
According to the story, those thickets should be gone from the stage now, right?
Yes, total oversight on my part. What a pain.
I can help! Traveler, catch! It's a Jumpy Dumpty!
The girl's heartfelt wish did not go unheard, for a Jumpy Dumpty, who was passing by, helped to clear a path for her.
Oh, thank you, Jumpy Dumpty.
And so the girl continued her journey deeper into the forest. But what she found there was not a lamp, but a mage glowing with fire. So, just to clarify, it was supposed to be the mage who helped burn a path through the thicket.
Save it for the end, man!
The mage took pity on the girl and handed her a bottle. Then, the mage began to tell the story of how the bottle came into her possession. The fiery mage had an adventurous spirit and enjoyed taking long journeys. On one such journey, while taking rest in an oasis, she found a beautiful bottle by a crescent-shaped lake.
Klee, quick, get in the light.
She was an extraordinary mage, with the power to grant people their wishes. She turned the bottle into a thing of equally extraordinary power. But the only place that it could make wishes come true was inside of the bottle.
Oh me, oh my! Look at this wonderful bottle of mine! It could make a fine toy. But better still, a sojourner's home.
The fiery mage blew into the bottle, allowing it to grant one single wish outside its glass walls.
Oh, am I supposed to blow into it? Wow, it lit up!
A flame was kindled within the bottle, and it began to glow a fiery red, just like the mage herself. After the mage finished telling her story, she disappeared, leaving only the bottle behind.
A magic bottle that can grant wishes. And I wish to leave this place and go somewhere where no one will ever find me again.
And then, the bottle seemed to softly inquire.
I don't know.
The flame in the bottle faded as the girl's single wish was granted, and she found herself in the middle of the desert, far away, where no one could ever find her. When the Dagger Bandit listened to her story, he sighed in disappointment that the flame with the power to grant wishes outside of the bottle had already died.
But this doesn't make sense. If it truly granted my wish, then nobody should have been able to find me here.
Maybe they shouldn't. The desert is difficult and dangerous to navigate, but I was determined to make it, no matter what.
Then take this bottle with you for your trouble. It may be able to grant you your wish, though sadly, only within the confines of the bottle itself.
All I wish for is light.
Honoring the bandit's request, the girl wished for light inside the bottle, and sure enough, it lit up. They found that while the light was only generated within, it could nonetheless shine through the glass and reach anywhere in the outside world.
Even though it doesn't burn as brilliantly as the light that shone before, this is still an extraordinary light. What will you do after I take the bottle?
I don't know.
Well, then maybe you should come back with me.
With no reason to refuse, the girl accompanied the Dagger Bandit back to the land where the light did not shine. They brought light to that place, and the darkness was dispersed, and they lived happily ever after.
And we're done! Seems the show went pretty well. Mr. Unreal Knight! Didn't I do great? I felt like I really was the fiery mage! Wow, great costume, Glee! As soon as Paimon saw your shadow, she thought straight away, what a Glee loves it! Thanks, Mr. Zosimos! Oh, wait, no, I mean, Mr. Director.
Mr. Director? Ha! No one's ever called me that before. Thank you, my dear little mage. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm so happy.
Miss Dia said that she tailored it a little bit so it would fit me, but you were the one who designed and made it. You're amazing. Yeah, that's amazing. And it sounds like Adia did a great job too. It was nothing really. Just one of those, oh no, whatever shall I wear to the ball moments. Sewing comes in handy at times like that.
Sewing is an art in its own right. You're more talented than you give yourself credit for, Idia.
Really? Oh, I'm just gonna go for a second. Please, chat amongst yourselves. She gets embarrassed so easily. She really can't handle being in the spotlight.
Idia's a sensitive person and doesn't have a whole lot of self-confidence. I hope all the excitement hasn't brought her to tears. Oh, I'm a little worried.
Don't worry. I'll go make sure she's okay. I'll see you all later.
So, what did you all think of the play? Any thoughts?
Huh? Uh-oh. Time to get serious. Now, are you sure you want to hear what we really think?
Oh, absolutely. I had the courage to ask, didn't I? So, don't mince your words.
Okay, Paimon will go first. So, the dialogue at the beginning was pretty good, but it ran out of steam as the story went on. Paimon could tell that you ran out of inspiration. The characters were honestly a little bit ridiculous. Paimon didn't get what you were trying to do. The moment any— Yes, all very good points, Paimon. I would add that in its attempt to pay tribute to the series 1,000 Nights, all semblance of a coherent was sacrificed. Plus, I do have to penalize you for the issues with the props. Miss Adia, what are you doing back here? Oh, you know, I return like the tide when people start discussing something important.
Huh. Especially when it has to do—
Mm-hmm. But there was one thing I liked about it. Just one. You think so? I thought I was letting him off lightly.
Idia, could I borrow you for a moment?
Oh, sure. Excuse me for a moment. Back to you, Paimon. Keep up the good criticism. Okay, in that case, Paimon did have one other complaint.
Let's hear it. Taking criticism on the chin is all part of being a director.
The ending was all wrong. The girl's motives were clear and simple the whole way through. It was kind of jarring when all she had to say was, I don't know. And doesn't anyone else find it weird how her whole community was on the run, but she was only looking—
I'm fine. I'm not going to improve without feedback. I also learned a lot this time with the chance to be off stage. To be honest, it was a dream.
What a great attitude. You don't—
I wouldn't say I'm completely unaffected.
Still, now that—
That's we all use our Fast forward to now. Of course, a director can accomplish nothing.
Hey, don't mention it!
Okay, here, take this. Your—
It's the bottle from the
That's right. Can you guess— bingo!
That should do the trick.
This outfit's more fun.
Excuse me, everyone. Do you have a moment? Especially you, Zosimos. Idia wants to do a look—
A dream come true.
Yes. She said that as useless as she is, her words, not mine. I have to disagree, though. I have never thought of Idia as a useless person.
How is this suddenly about me? If everybody is ready, then I'd like to invite tonight's male lead to take the stage. Ta-da! Wow! Cool! Kaya's turned into the real Dagger Bandit!
How is me changing outfits supposed to make the director's day? It's just a prototype costume. Is he that easy to please?
Don't be silly. If I know our director, nothing will make him happier than to see his ideas brought to life by the right actor.
Well, then I'm happy to oblige. Who am I to argue with the star of the show?
Zosimos drew up countless designs and made a few prototypes before landing on this one. It just needed some tailoring to fit properly, so I made a few stitches here and there. I hope the result isn't a disappointment.
Oh, it's perfect. Idea, I'm... Oh, I'm so touched. Thank you all. You've made me happier than I ever thought I could be.
How are you doing? Recovered?
Oh, I'm good. Thank you again, Idea.
Oh, please, don't mention it. Well, now that we have the... Can I keep wearing...
Please do, by all means. Both of you can...
Yay! Kaya, keep wearing yours too. It looks amazing.
I agree with our mage. I'm sure it's not every day you get to play such an...
Sure. I think I can be a bandit for a little longer.
Bye-bye, Mr. Direct.
Take care, my dear friends.
Maybe I wasn't meant for this world.
Why do so many people make such a big deal out of seeking the Adepti? There's Adepti everywhere, isn't there? Don't be scared!
Yes. Idea had the water droplet send us a message just as...
How is Lissig doing?
He finished all the maintenance work, but it took a lot out of him. He's now
Oh, I feel
Consider it his atonement. It's only fair that he had to do something constructive before...
if you say so.
Okay. Isn't this where we first met Water Droplet?
Correct! The core of the Valerian Mirage is the largest streaming projector of all, and this domain is one gigantic preprint.
Whoa, so everything we
So, to fix it, same process as usual, right?
Exactly. Well done.
It's hard to forget after doing it so many times now.
Let's get going. This is the final step.
Yay! Suddenly Paimon's really excited.
The hub consists of these components. All you need to do is place them onto the foundation in the right shape.
The right shape?
Oh, don't worry about it. Close enough will do. As long as it can spin, it'll be fine. Should be fine. I think.
Sometimes...
But why isn't it turning?
The components are back in the core. That's all we needed to do.
Really? I thought that with your special...
What?
Huh? All of us are dying to see it. Not just how the domain...
I want to see Adia using her magic powers too! What are you guys talking about?
They're referring to our mascot's true form.
As I've said all along, there's much more to Idea than she gives herself credit for.
Did you notice right away, General?
So our general was the first to...
I'd say the same about you.
What the... All of you? No? I mean, I wasn't trying to hide anything from you, I promise. It's just... For people who stumble upon this place by accident...
What? What is it? And whatever it is, how the heck does everyone know about it?
Well, for one thing, I sensed elemental energy in the residents here, but none of them have visions. Then my mind started to wander as I was reading a storybook, and suddenly, I had a thought. Since hydro-eidolons can change into any form, why not human form?
You hit the nail on the head. All right. In that case, please allow me to introduce myself once more. I am an Oceanid who was exiled here when the former Hydro Archon passed away. My name is Adia.
Wow, Adia! You're so pretty!
Now that I'm in my true form, I suddenly feel a little embarrassed talking to you all.
You look stunning. You should be flaunting this look at every opportunity.
Oh, come on. I'm too shy.
Wait, so does this mean that all the people we met in here are actually...
I'm guessing that the human counterparts to these Hydro alter egos are long gone.
That's right. When they wanted to leave, I took them to the edge of the desert. The components are, in fact, gifts that they gave to me before they left. But I'm always curious about what brings people here, so I used the streaming projector to bring their wishes to life.
The it to grant wishes, but only within the confines of the bottle.
Exactly.
It's a truly extraordinary light.
I've just realized something. When the components fell from the core, it appeared as if they had returned to their respective owners. But actually, it was after the components landed where they did that their owners and the things associated with them arose around them to form the different zones.
So now that the components have been retrieved, does that mean that all those things are gone?
Don't worry, they'll be quite safe. As long as I remember them, they'll never disappear. However much we might criticize each other or get into scuffles,
I had so much fun in the choo-choo cart and hanging out with... Me neither. I'll always remember my...
very good.
This one's all yours, Adia.
Huh? Huh? That's strange. Oh, crumbs. Not now. Not right off the back of everyone putting me on a pedestal and me acting like this is going to be my big moment. Someone get me a bottle. I'm hiding myself away.
You're already...
What now? This was the only way. Yes, General Sangonomiya?
If it's okay with you, would you let me borrow the Shinro casket from the...
Ah, the Shinro casket. Here, is this it?
Wow! It's the relic that Kokomi mentioned earlier! So this is where it's been hiding!
It was once a ritual vessel used for making offerings in the Moon Shrine. It's made from the remains of a yokai called the Shinkiro, and it can listen to the wishes of those who come. Several centuries ago, the relic was lost when the last prefect of Yashiori died in battle. The pearl that goes with it should be able to sense the casket's location. But, huh?
Well, imagine it was a sound instead of light. If the room is too big...
Oh! I get it now. The shell...
I understand now, too. The core has been wearing out recently.
To get back to the story, without the offerings at the shrine, yet countless people who have visited this...
Wow!
It is. Powerful,
But...
it's simple. For example, and my wish is to use my critical thinking and strategic planning skills to bring a little more idea.
Me? My wish is that all those who have sojourned to the Valurian Mirage in the past, even though I know full well that trying to build a railway in the outside world, and I know that Zosimos has a lot of improving to do as a playwright, it's going to be tougher, despite all of that, somehow,
Okay, the combined power of our hopes and dreams is at your disposal.
Look! The wheel's been fixed!
Everyone's praise and curious questions went to my head. I said so many things I'm so ashamed of, and
Please don't say that. Yours was.
Yeah, and you weren't granting wishes for yourself. You did it for. I have friends like that too. Other people's hopes and dreams are what motivate them. If you ask me, that's one of the most noble things a person can.
please, no more praise. I'm really not comfortable with it. It makes me feel so ashamed. Someone like me doesn't deserve so many people's praise. It's like I'm dreaming.
Well, at least the domain is fixed now, and all the...
What's the matter, Clee?
I suddenly have loads and loads of more wishes. Is there a way to get up on top of the wheel?
There is a way, but there's only space for a very...
That's okay. I can go up by myself. But it'd be more fun with Mr. Honorary. Are we sure about this? What happens if we fall off? Well, yeah, but...
Don't worry, I'll be there to make sure no one falls off.
Burned too brightly.
I'll keep this close.
everything. Whenever people have to leave this domain, I like to come up here and spend some time alone after I've seen them out. They're always overjoyed when they first arrive and start bringing their imagination, but once they realize that they can't take anything home with them, they get upset. Some of them can't bear to leave.
Do you ever get sad, Idia?
I feel lonely at times, but not sad. A lot of people destroy everything they created before leaving, but some don't, like the residents you met. Before they left, they asked me to make replicas of themselves using hydro-eidolons. Then they tasked these replicas with maintaining everything they built here, as if this was their way of keeping their dreams alive.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know how they're faring in the outside world, but just the thought that one day they might achieve their dreams and live on the outside just as their counterparts do in here, that's enough to make me happy. It feels like I'm here waiting for them in the future. I just think that every dream, every wish is like a flame in a bottle. Whether someone is still working towards their dream or living it already, as long as whenever they think back to that spark of light within them, it still makes them smile fondly. That's all it takes.
Well, I feel super happy right now.
Then I guess I finally paid Alice back after all these years. Funny to think I've been in the middle of a desert this whole time. It's just a giant muddy swamp to me.
Time for Paimon to give you a nickname! Mudfairy! What?
How dare you mock me! Ruh! I'm still embarrassed to have shown you my uglier side, but I'm glad the Valorian Mirage...
Yep! I want to get for one last ride.